Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cinematic Schematic, the official podcast of the Cinematropolis.com, your home to thoughtful conversations on film, and this year's official podcast media partner for the dCFF 2021 Film Festival. Now, dCFF is, of course, a festival for all types of stories, including the types of short stories that you would find in music videos. And one of these short films that you absolutely don't want to miss at this year's festival is Jabee Hope. Now, last year, Oklahoma City hip-hop artist released the new album, This World Is So Fragile and Cruel, and I'm Glad I Got You. And as part of the release, Jabee partnered with Windswept Media and WeerNProduction, who are co-producers of this music video, for a music video version of the single Hope. Now, this music video is also playing in the Shorts OKIE block, debuting at Rodeo Cinema on Saturday, June 12th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, before playing as part of the dCFF 2021 Virtual Film Festival starting at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday, June 12th as well. A quick synopsis from the film. Alone on a late-night streetcar ride, Jabee sees a boy that reminds him of his low-income upbringing and how his hardworking mother tried to make something out of nothing. So to learn more about what inspired Jabee Hope, I'm very excited to welcome a pair of special guests to the show. And of course, we're here with the man himself, OKC's award-winning rap artist, Jabee. Jabee, welcome to the Cinematic Schematic.
What's up, man? Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
We're also very excited to be joined by Chris Freihofer, an award-winning casting director here from the state of Oklahoma, and also the director of Jabee Hope. Chris, welcome to the Cinematic Schematic.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Well, Jabee, I have to start off just by saying congrats on last year's release for your newest album, This World Is So Fragile and Cruel, and I'm Glad I've Got You. Of all the songs on this album, why was Hope one of those songs that you chose to put into a video?
Just because of the story, it's one of the first songs I recorded for the album, and one of the first songs I started performing before the album came out, just to test it out with audiences, and it was just going over really well. And so, I let Chris hear it, and he had a vision for it, and there's a couple of songs that there's probably, I think, one or two more songs that I want to do videos for, but I will only let Chris touch them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had offers for them, but it's like, if I can't work it out and it be Chris, then I probably won't even do it. You know what I'm saying? And this was one of them. So the story behind it, it's a real life true story about me and my family. And I just knew that, with the right pieces, we could really, tell the story well.
Well, and I mean, I think you kind of hit on it here. The original song and this video both include that they really feel very autobiographical. Those elements are there. I'm curious, how did you go about incorporating your personal experiences into that story that's in the video?
So, one thing people always remember about this song is the spaghetti line. It's like, spaghetti lasts for days. And I think that was something that we had to put in the video. It was the family eating at the table, having spaghetti. And so it's just, it's, for me, it was just kind of like there's a scene where we're opening up presents for Christmas, and just that space, and the way Chris has set it up, where there was where I turned to the woman who plays my mom and rapped to her. It was saying that was even emotional. So I think just, it's kind of one of those things where you always want to do. You want to be able to write a song and, see that song play out, and I guess in a video. And for me, it was really getting to see, my life play out in the video. That house was my sister's house. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And just getting this, I was watching, watching a movie, watching myself as they're filming it. You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing.
I thought it was some really awesome editing that you guys did whenever you were, kind of cutting the younger you's experience with the older you and sort of swapping those places, or where you were also sort of in the background. I thought that was some just really, really powerful storytelling.
Yeah, that was all Chris's idea. That was all him. He really had the vision behind it. And, had it been me, it probably would just be me walking down the street rapping. You know what I'm saying? Chris had the idea, and when he started telling me, I was just like, whoa, this is it. I knew it was going to be dope.
Chris, I think it's a great time to turn it to you here. I mean, this short film is listed under the category of first-time directors. You're very well known for doing a number of really awesome things and working on a number of great films. What exactly about Jabee Hope attracted you to the role of director for this project?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I mean, JB is really selling me here. And yeah, dude, I'll do any video you want me to do. But we were talking about another project. We did a live project, concert kind of performance piece together a few years ago. And we were on the phone talking about trying to figure out a way to do it again during COVID. And we were hanging up the call. And then JB said, hey, man, are you any good at coming up with ideas for music videos?
Yep.
and I said, well, yeah, man. I mean, I've never done it before, but I lied. And I said, yeah, man, what do you got? And, I've never directed, I've worked in the film industry for 25 years and, directed a lot of theater and things like that. But, and directed some scenes on film, but I've never done a beginning to end, and certainly not a music video. And he sent me his song, and my God, the visuals in the song, it just started popping, and it's such a cool song, and it just hypnotized me. I listened to it 10 times and came up with this idea, and I wrote this little treatment and said, well, if you're going to do a video, this would be my idea. I'd love to direct it, but whatever. And then he's like, yeah, do it. So, oh, wow, really? Okay. Well, now we got to figure out how to do it. So, his editor, Daniel Hernandez, was on board, and who also shot it. And we got together and figured out a way to shoot on the streetcar in Oklahoma City. And the rest came in. We got excellent casting that my assistant Jennifer did. Noah Coffey plays an important role in this. And JB found Noah. Sabrina plays the mom. Reaper plays the uncle.
Yep. My DJ plays the uncle. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That cameo. Look out. That's a great
DJ
call.
Reaper. Yeah. Anyway, that's how it came about. I completely lied and told him I knew what I was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
Confidence, the confidence in your capabilities, Chris, go a long way, it sounds like. Well, by the way, for the record, I didn't realize this was your first start to finish project until after I'd seen the video. So it certainly was not lost on the video of all that you bring to the table. You mentioned the streetcar there. Of course, this is a relatively new addition here to Oklahoma City that's already sort of feels like it's just essential to what makes that part of Oklahoma City, OKC. You've got the Oklahoma City skyline. It really feels like the city is a distinct character in the video. So when you were mapping out the shots, Chris and JB, how did you determine the best location that also really aligned with JB, your vision for the original song?
If you don't mind me taking this real quick, let me just jump in here, JB, and then you talk, because
Go ahead.
If you're not familiar with JB's music, Oklahoma City is such a character all through his music. He makes no bones about being from here. He talks about the positive and the negative about being from here. He's so active in making Oklahoma City a better place, especially the East Side. But there's not an activist in Oklahoma that doesn't know JB and know where he's from. And so I wanted Oklahoma City to be a character in the film. We picked in the drone shots, we picked a piece of the skyline that isn't immediately identifiable as Oklahoma City. I wanted it to be kind of in every place until we come down and are told where we are. So we didn't do the Devon Tower or anything like that, or Bricktown or anything. But I really wanted Oklahoma City to really land on the video, because it's such a part of his music. Now, JB, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say I was gonna say you picked all the locations, and I think I just picked my sister's house as the house to use for the family. But Chris did a lot of work. He drove around trying to find places to shoot, and found the best place to shoot, found everything, and just so location wise, I was confident in him, and knowing that he would figure it out, even because, like he said, we did that we did that show together before a few years ago. There's a video component to it. And even with that, like he went around to the city and got footage from the city and stuff as well for that. So I knew that when it came to like find locations, he would nail it. So
Yeah, I mean, again, I really feel like OKC is an essential element that, along with sort of like the unique story you're telling in the song, really sets a great tone and highlights what makes OKC unique. So again, just really powerful visual storytelling there. Now, JB, I'll start with you on this next question, and Chris, I'll turn it to you. What sort of takeaway or response do you hope festival attendees this year have when they watch your music video, JB Hope?
I just hope that they get the story. It's not, the song is cool, but I think that with the video, it's a whole lot more powerful, and you kind of get a picture of the story. Because I mean, like, it happened in Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? And so I mean that's why we had Noah, the kid who plays the younger JB. That's why we had him in the OK89 shirt. You know what I mean? And things like that. Sometimes people, when it comes to like rap music, they'll try to just put it in a box and say, well, it's just a rap video, And I just hope that, people can see beyond, just the rap video and understand the story we're trying to tell with it.
Yeah, of course. Chris, anything you'd like to add?
First of all, I want everybody to know JB's music. I hope they, see this song, and if they haven't already been introduced to him, I want them to start listening to his albums and listening to his voice. That would be the most important thing for me. But also, I think the story of the song is transcended. It's JB and I were both raised by single mothers who worked hard to provide, and that transcends. It transcends generations. It transcends economic backgrounds. It transcends race. It transcends everything. The story is about a hardworking mom who's trying to do the best for her kid, and her adult son looking back on that. At least that's what I take from it. JB, you may disagree, but a lot of people have seen the video. It's won another festival, and people from all walks of life, all ethnicities or whatever, it's speaking to them because we can all relate.
Well, wonderful. I think we're going to start wrapping up the conversation here. Now, both of you gentlemen are, of course, extremely active here in Oklahoma film and music industries. And again, thank you for all the wonderful work you guys are doing for those respective industries. Chris, I'll start with you, and then we'll turn to JB. Chris, where can our listeners keep up with you and your work for future projects online?
Oh boy. Well, my day job is a casting director, so FreihoferCasting.com. I also have an acting studio, theactorfactory.com. But as far as films, I don't know. Let's see. JB, let's go make another video. What do you think?
No doubt. That's what I'm talking about.
Awesome. JB, how about you? Where's the best place listeners can find you?
Listeners, I would say if they're listening, definitely Apple Music, Spotify, somewhere like that, Tidal, wherever people get their music. YouTube, that's where the video is. And, of course, my social media, it's all just at my name is JB.
Check it out, listeners. And his latest album will be also linked in the show notes for today's episode.
Check out Black Future too, though, man. The album before that, Black Future, is fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, Black Future. Those are probably my two favorite albums. I feel like before that I was learning how to make music, and I felt like Black Future and this new one, I know how to make music now. So,
is there anything else either of you would like to add about JB Hope before we end today's conversation?
Nah, just like I said, I appreciate you having us on. And I will say this though, just as far as like Chris goes, like Chris is somebody who really, really knows me and knows my mom too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that did help with the video a lot. And so, yeah, I just want people to know, like, we have fun making it, and yeah, I hope they enjoy it.
Awesome. Well, this is certainly one of the films from this year's festival that you absolutely don't want to miss. Chris Freihofer, thanks so much for joining us on the Cinematic Schematic today.
Thank you so much for having us. This is fun.
Awesome. And JB, thanks so much again for joining us.
No doubt. Thank you.
All right, listeners, if you enjoyed today's conversation and you want to watch Jabee Hope, deadCenter pass holders can catch the music video in the Shorts OKIE 1 block, debuting at Rodeo Cinema on Saturday, June 12th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, before playing as part of the deadCenter 2021 Virtual Film Festival starting at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday, June 12th. And if you haven't already, you can head on over to deadcenterfilm.org to pick up your pass. And then for more conversations that excite, inspire, and connect filmmakers and film enthusiasts across the state of Oklahoma, you can subscribe to the Cinematic Schematic via your preferred podcast app, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever your podcasts are found. You can also head on over to deadcenterfilm.org for more information on Jabee Hope, along with so many other wonderful films that are playing at this year's festival. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you again next time.